in Bengkok. Lombo and Bengkok had been friends for a long time, or perhaps more aptly path-friendly enemies. Lombo was tall and straight, as his name Lombo implied, while his price was short and bent over, and therefore called Bangkok, which means crooked. The missile Lu Bangkok was sickly and unable to do much work, and the sight of him sitting or lying about idle aroused in Lombo feelings of strong dislike and even jealous. He spent a great deal of his time devising schemes to dispose of Lu Bangkok. One day, Lombo suggests to Lu Bangkok that they go fishing in a river where we knew there were many crocodiles. "Since you are a humpback," said Lolombo to Bangkok, "your fish book must have an angel. Since I'm tall and straight, my hook must be curved. That's the traditional belief, you know." Bangkok found it difficult to follow Lolombo's logic, but he nodded in agreement and accepted the weird hug with an angel the Lolombo gave him. Lolombo's work complete with eye, sang, bird, and point did not escape his notice, however. The two young men that made their way to the river bank where they threw their lines into the water and waiting for the fish to bite. Lolombo did not need to wait long. He pulled in a timber not too big, not too small, just the right size for his evening meal. To Lolombo's great astonishment, Bangkok did not fall into the river as Lolombo had curtly hoped he would, but pulled in his line, at the end of which it tended to his useless angular hook with a black stone. Bangkok viewed his catch with some surprise, but he fingered that stone gently, took it under his belt, and followed Lolombo to his house, where they partook of their evening rest together. Lolombo with fish, Bangkok with salt. After the meal, Bangkok returned to his own house carrying the black stone that he had caught that afternoon. He placed it carefully on a sill on the wall where he kept objects he considered to be of value that he went to sleep. He was awake the next morning by the sound of cooing, a sad yet beautiful call which came from the shelf where he had laid the black stone, which was now no longer installed, but had miraculously been transformed into a dove. Bangkok looked at the creek door in wonder. Yes, it was really a dove, a morning dove, brownish gray with just a tinge of pink on its soft breast and back spot and a white border on its tail. Bangkok felt very happy as Bangkok started admiring the dove. It suddenly caught and caught again, and which is not a new object appeared in Bangkok house: a table, a chair, a bed, a set of dishes, all new and beautiful, and new clothes. Torture shoes more than Bangkok had ever had or ever seen in his entire life. As soon as Lombo had seen Bangkok's situation, he asked his friends how he'd provide him with all his new possession, especially the clothes. Bangkok explained that the giver was not a person, but the black stone that he had caught when they had gone fishing together, and he told him how the had changed into a dove and How every time the dove caught Lombo possession multiplied. Of course, Lombo wished the very same things to happen to him, and he asked Lombo to lend him his dove. Lombo was willing to oblige for a day, so Lombo took the dove home, put in a special niche in his wall, and gave it food and drink. He left the room, stood just outside the door. Not long afterward, the dove caught their times and they were silent. Lolombo waiting a short time before opening the door slowly, certain that his house was not he full of new furniture and new clothes. We had entered the room. To his great surprise, he found the droppings of dogs, pigs, cows, and waiting buffalo. Enraged, Lolombo killed the dove, and there is dead body in the garden behind his house. When Bengkok came to fetch his dove, Lolombo greeted him angrily. I killed that cursed dove of yours. It brought he nothing, only fault. My house was full of animal pigs, and I drove the dove cars away. It's in the garden without a word. Bengkok picked up his dead dove and unarrived home brought the bird under the eave at the front of his house. It pleased the divine powers to break forth from that very spot and hug a bamboo tree that grew higher that the eye could see. Then, miraculously, the tree continued to grow at an oblique angle over the actual ridge where all the community of shepherds from Bugis, Mandar, and Makassar were located. When the woman saw the enormous tree above them, they immediately decided to make use of this precious as a closest right, and soon the tree hopeful full of a great variety of clothing. Then some strange for will the tree assume its original upright position, where a roof all the clothes that had been hung on in were dropping until Bangkok house increased in again his supply of clothing. Lolombo, hoping to enjoy the same good fortune as Bangkok, asked his friends to let him the bamboo tree, which Bangkok did willingly. Lolombo dug up the tree, took it home, and planted it just under the even at the front of his house. Again the tree grew steadily upright. Its branches fair and with over the enshroud, saying this the villagers angry and the priests lost of all their laundry. How the tree with even stone, with which I hope to take revenge on the perpetrator of their clothes. Its branches hanging low under the weight of the stone, the bamboo tree now began to straighten up, and Lolombo waited at the foot of the tree. Its expressions of shower of clothes, not clothes, however, but stone came down upon his head so heavy and so many that he was crushed beneath them. Thereafter it is told of Bangkok life in happiness and prosperity.